support.
The maestro, please!
Second to last record rundown, still have stuff to talk about going into the holidays. Speaking of which, this'll be for the week of...
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
On this day of music back in 1943, the first opera in its entirety was broadcasted on television by WRGB in New York. The opera they showed was Engelbert Humperdinck's Hansel and Gretel. Of all the weeks to not have anything new to talk about on the classical charts, considering the top 5 are all Christmas albums still.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Same goes for jazz, honestly.
Singing.
I love rock and roll!
Well, in the top 10 is the Trans-Siberian Orchestra's Christmas Eve and Other Stories.
It's bigger than hip-hop, hip-hop.
If I call you bro, you better ride out. Just tell me what's the word and we gon' slide on, guys. Me and bros keep poppin' dirty snow.
Studio album number 4 from A Boogie with the Hoodie, and the deluxe edition is already out, released 3 days after the initial album's release. It only adds 1 track though, needed that with P&B Rock.
Give me a second, give me a minute. Nah, little bitch, can't let you finish. Yeah, that's right, I need commissions on my...
5 years after the debut studio album Control, we finally have SZA's second debut studio album, highly anticipated, and one interesting feature I would like to point out on the very last track, Forgiveless, it features Old Dirty Bastard from the Wu-Tang Clan. I actually can't think of any EDM albums minus some crossovers from the classical charts in the form of Lindsey Sterling.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please!
The snow's coming down. I'm watching it fall.
Honestly, the only thing that would make this more relevant is if the record rundown was on Christmas.
Still gotta keep a gun, it's always near me, and I'm down to hit 'em up.
One more time. Hit my line.
The track Major Disruption actually samples East Village, performed by Elijah Fox.
From my 90s, turn me to a superhero, yeah. Metro, if your Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot.
Fun fact, on the Heroes version of this album is the track All the Money with Gunna, which originally was on DS Forever, Gunna's album, but it was actually done by mistake and they took it down, and then it was released accidentally again on the deluxe version of DS Forever, before finally making its way to the deluxe edition of this album.
It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
The fact that this album is only 2 months old and yet on its Wikipedia page it already has an impact section. Then again, it is Taylor Swift.
Give me a second, give me a minute. Nah, little bitch, can't let you finish. Yeah, that's right, I need commissions on my...
Going back to that Forgiveless and the Old Dirty Bastard feature, it actually samples his song The Stomp, which is why he's actually featured in it. Oddly enough, it also has a sample of Bjork's Hidden Place. Only one more record rundown of 2022, so I hope y'all enjoy the holiday, because when we come back, we're gonna see how 2022 is finishing up.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please! Maestro!